All right, let's get into miscellaneous tips. So these are in no particular order, and I didn't put them in any other video. So we're just going to go rapidly through them one by one. Things you should know if you're going to do pressure washing as a business. Okay? So we're just going to go through them. Here we go. So first off, take lots of pictures. You're going to want to take pictures of the worst areas. And if you have a crew, you have them take pictures. And that's how that looks. It's as simple as that. And you plunk it into your Marqate. It goes right into your Marqate. And then you can use it both for marketing purposes. So you see all these bagworms. Okay, well, that looks terrible. Good. So you take a picture of it. Those are great for before and afters. See all that? Looks terrible. Perfect. Let's take a picture of it. Next thing is before you start the job, run the water. Run the water to make sure it flows good. If it does not flow good, then you could damage your pump. Also, if it's clogged with something or there's a lizard or a rat in there, you want to run that through first. Don't just connect it and hope for the best. Next is run the soft wash in. It takes about 2 minutes. You keep running it and running it and running it, and then there's a sputter. And when it sputters, then you know that the soft wash is ready to go. And you run it in by having both the draw pump and the gun together into the tank. Okay? And then while you're on the job, every once in a while, you take your soft wash gun and you just dip it in water. You dip it in water to keep that chlorine off, to prolong the life of your metal nozzles. These are metal and they will corrode, but if you dip it in water, they'll live longer. Okay. Next is when you're on a roof. It doesn't matter so much on a small roof, but the roof vents, watch your step and don't get the lines tangled. Keep your soft wash and your regular hose, keep them separate as much as possible, because if they get tangled up into each other, it creates a big mess. So you want to roll them out and keep them separate from each other just as much as possible. When you're walking on surfaces that you don't know if they're safe or if they break, if you look right here, you see this could collapse. Okay, so where do you step? You step right here. You step on the edge. Okay, if you step in the middle like that, it could collapse. So don't step in the middle. If the wood is rotted or you're on a roof, or step on edges and you'll be safe. You won't break through. At the end of a job, you take your draw pump and you dump it into the water. You should have 10 gallons of water in 2 big plastic bins right there. And you just kind of work it in there. Not the best video, but you get it. This is all filled with water, and you rinse it out the same way you ran it in. It's about 2 minutes, and by the time you're done, there will be water through the system and it won't corrode. You should do that after every job. When you turn off the pump, you take the throttle gently, 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 and then you turn it off. That will extend the life of your pump. Okay? Check your areas if you need to do water reclamation. Certain areas, California, if the soft wash runs into the sewers, that's a no-no. Other areas, it doesn't matter. A lot of people don't care so much about the regulations depending on where you live, but certain places are very strict. So instead of buying a $10,000 water reclamation system, which I'm not going to show you how that equipment all looks like because you're never going to buy it, you're going to get hazmat plastic storm drain covers. You're going to get a few of them. You're going to cover those storm drains and rinse the soft wash out onto the asphalt. The asphalt can take it, and when it rains, it will rinse it further and it won't damage any sewer systems. And that saves you $10,000 or so. And then the last is a picture of a dog. So why is there a picture of a dog? Just remember, this business is fun, and don't take it all so seriously. Yeah, you should know all these things and be safe and keep up with the money, and it's a big race, and can you make it? And you have this problem in life and that problem in life. But pressure washing, just don't forget, there's many pluses and minuses to all types of businesses, but pressure washing is fun. And don't forget that pressure washing, you can do it for the rest of your life and you'll stay in shape, and there's a lot to be had. Customers will love you. You can expand the business in various different ways. And look at the positives. Don't always look at the negatives. So, yeah, these are all no nos, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't have tons of fun out there. So, make sure you have lots of fun. All right.